This is Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Saturn. Previously, I had reviewed the Genesis version, so what are the differences between the two games? I'm not sure which game is the port or not. My guess is that the Sega Saturn version is the main game, and the Genesis game is the port of that. Or maybe when they developed this game, they had both systems in mind. Graphically, the Sega Saturn version looks better, obviously. It has more colors and more details, but also there's some animations in this version which isn't found in the Genesis version, such as bridge wobbling when you go over them. The gameplay also, I feel, is smoother, meaning that there are less slowdowns compared to the Genesis version. There's also FMV in the Saturn version, which of course the Genesis version doesn't have. Maybe if this game was a Sega CD, you'll see FMV. It's not really that important because FMP isn't really gameplay, and normally, of course, I would skip most of it. The sound also sounds better on the Saturn version, no contest here. However, it's not like it sounds bad on the Genesis, it just sounds fine, and I feel like the Saturn version is just mostly a clearer version of the Genesis game rather than a big leap we would expect for a next generation console. The gameplay itself feels almost exactly the same. I don't recall anything really different, just go around and kill enemies to get little birds, collect 5 to advance. Overall, the Sega Saturn version of this game really feels like a modern version of this game. Not really impressive by any means, but sadly because it's the only Sonic platforming game on the system, as we never got a proper Sonic game for the Saturn. I would give this a 6.5 out of 10.